Plant FAQs, Hoya Kentiana. The allure of Hoya Kentiana, a collector's guide. My fascination with Hoyas began with a single, delicate vine. It was a Hoya Kentiana, its slender leaves of vibrant emerald green, and I was captivated. Unlike its flashier cousins with variegated foliage, the Kentiana's beauty lay in its quiet elegance. But beneath that serene exterior lies a surprising amount of personality. Here, I'll share my experiences cultivating this captivating plant, along the way addressing some common questions that have piqued my curiosity and hopefully yours during my journey. See more 566 species in genus Hoya at monsteraholic.com. Hoya Kentiana versus Wayetii. My Hoya Kentiana is a drama queen. It puts on a stunning show with its huge, glossy leaves, some reaching the size of my hand. But this beauty comes at a price. Those big leaves mean it takes forever for it to grow. It loves climbing, but even with a trellis, new growth feels like a special occasion. On the other hand, my Hoya Wayetii is a prolific little thing. Its leaves are smaller, more oval-shaped, and it seems to be constantly putting out new vines. It's become a cascading jungle in its pot, happily showering me with new growth. While I adore the majestic look of the Kentiana, the Wayetii wins for its easygoing nature and constant display of flourishing life. Hoya Kentiana versus Shepherdii. My Hoya Kentiana is a champion tease. It produces these gorgeous clusters of pink and white flowers, but the fragrance is faint, almost non-existent. It's frustrating because the blooms themselves are so captivating. In contrast, my Hoya Shepherdii is a fragrant superstar. Its flowers are similar in color, but they pack a punch with a sweet, honeyed scent that fills the room. It doesn't bloom quite as often as the Kentiana, but when it does, it's a full-on sensory experience. For sheer pleasure, the Shepherdii wins hands down. The combination of beautiful blooms and intoxicating fragrance makes it a true winner in my planty heart. How to propagate Hoya Kentiana. Propagation is a fantastic way to expand your Hoya collection and share the love with fellow plant enthusiasts. With Hoya Kentiana, there are two main methods: stem cuttings and leaf cuttings. Stem cuttings, the most successful method. Identify a healthy stem with at least 2 nodes, the bumps where leaves emerge. Using sterilized pruning shears, make a clean cut just below a node. Remove the lower leaves, leaving a bare stem with a couple of nodes at the top. Dip the cut end in rooting hormone, optional but helpful, and plant it in a well-draining potting mix. Keep the soil moist but not soggy and provide bright, indirect light. Patience is key. Rooting can take several weeks. Leaf cuttings, a slightly trickier option, but it can be rewarding. Select a healthy leaf with its petiole, the stalk connecting it to the stem. Plant the petiole indirectly in a moist, well-draining mix. Encase the pot in a clear plastic bag to maintain humidity and place it in bright, indirect light. Rooting can take months, and not all leaves will succeed. Why are my Hoya Kentiana leaves drooping? Drooping leaves can be a cause for concern, but fear not. Here are the usual culprits. Underwatering. Hoyas are drought-tolerant, but they do need occasional drinks. Stick your finger into the soil. If it feels dry to the touch, it's watering time. Overwatering. This is more detrimental than underwatering. Soggy soil suffocates the roots. If you suspect overwatering, allow the soil to dry out completely before watering again. Consider repotting in a pot with drainage holes if your current one lacks them. Light issues. Insufficient light can cause leggy growth and drooping leaves. Move your Hoya to a spot with brighter, indirect light. However, avoid harsh direct sunlight, which can scorch the leaves. Why are my Hoya Kentiana leaves turning yellow? Yellowing leaves can also be a sign of stress. Here's what to check. Nutrient deficiency. Regularly feeding your Hoya during its growing season, spring and summer, with a balanced fertilizer diluted to half strength can help prevent this. Aging. Don't panic if the occasional older leaf yellows and falls off. This is a natural part of the plant's life cycle. Pests or diseases. Less common, but keep an eye out for mealybugs or scale, which can damage leaves. Isolate the plant and treat them with insecticidal soap or neem oil. Fungal diseases due to overwatering can also cause yellowing. Ensure proper drainage and adjust your watering habits. Beyond the basics. Caring for your Hoya Kentiana. With proper care, your Hoya Kentiana will thrive for years to come. Here are some additional tips. Potting mix. Use a well-draining mix specifically formulated for cacti and succulents. You can add perlite or orchid bark for extra drainage. Humidity. Hoyas appreciate moderate humidity, especially during winter. Grouping your plants together or using a humidifier can help. Temperature. Aim for warm temperatures between 65 to 80 degrees Fahrenheit, 18 to 27 degrees Celsius. Avoid sudden temperature fluctuations. Hoya Kentiana versus Shepherdii. One of the key ways to differentiate between the two is by observing their flowers. Hoya Shepherdii produces white flowers, while Hoya Kentiana's flowers are red. This flowering distinction serves as a reliable way to tell these two Hoyas apart, especially when their visual features are otherwise quite similar.